A huge thank you to OOMYNAILS for sponsoring the first portion of this video. OOMYNAILS has the best cost-effective press-on nails ever. Love using this while I'm in between appointments or when I just taken off an old set. They're cute, quick, and very, very convenient. So thank you so much to OOMYNAILS for sponsoring this video. Just to tell you a little bit about the set I'm putting on right now, it's called Casual Friday. It's super cute, a neutral shade, goes with literally everything. Putting on these press-on nails were literally effortless. So I'm going to leave all the details in the description.
Hi guys, it's been a minute. It's been so long. I feel like I haven't filmed a tutorial in forever. It's been a minute, like a full like get ready with me. It's been a long time coming. And I've been like planning and doing different things, especially like setting up the second half of the year for success. So I'm just like, I need to film. It's in my bones today. All right, found the primer, all nighter, the face primer. Love this. And I'm gonna be coupling my primers today. The photo finish, you know, the one that the most popular one through the T-zone. A little bit on my nose, like on the tip of my nose, because I get a little bit of pores. That's it. I'm gonna be using a powder, which also prior to like a setting powder, just through the T-zone, because I like the way it looks. Looks more matte. But I'm using something new. I'm using Beauty Bakerie, the bite-sized pinch of flour, and I'm using the color in Plantain. I've been like trying to shop different like black brands, and I was in Target, and I don't know if I had featured this. I know I used the Beauty Bakerie's lips, one of their lip things, and I really liked it. So this was another product I did pick up, and I like it too. It's more on the yellow side, and that's not exactly what I typically use, but I said why not. Kind of like going in, and the lights are so bright, but it's evening and I need it to be bright up in here. I've been focusing the actually applying the pencil towards the back of the brow, so I'm not gonna make this like a drawn out process, so I'll probably speed through this. So now I'm gonna jump into my foundation. I'm gonna be doing the Pat McGrath. I love this foundation. I've been wearing it for the past month, honestly, because I really wanted to give an honest opinion of it, especially on oily skin. So this is M21. And at first I was like, is this gray? And I was like, is this gray on me? And it's not. So I believe that the medium 21 is for golden tones. But what I really like is like between, like, let me put a little bit more. Like right up in here, like right up in my T-zone, all the way down, I see a lot of consistency. It's consistent between here to here. What I typically struggle with is that foundations tend to look perfect here, too light here, or perfect here, too dark here. And I don't like that. It really bothers me at times. And I mean, well, girl, does it really bother you? No, it don't really bother me, but because I can make it work. But I do like that I don't have to do too much. So there it is. Even the dry down is not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in. And I know some people like put it on in the circular motion, but I actually use my fingers. I use it's like a 3-finger I use. And I literally just pat it in the areas that I want more coverage, which is, I'm really happy with my skin right now. So letting anything show through is kind of fine with me. But I typically use that 3-finger like right up in here in my zone 3, which is like from the bottom of my nose to my chin. And I just kind of like blend it out just like that. And I like it. I really do. I was like really happy with it. I think the coverage is ideal. Exactly what I want, not too much. I believe, and I do, it does have a buildable factor in it. So I mean, I'm sure that I can get a lot more coverage. Now I did a full pump. I'm on my second full pump, and I'm like, you know, this thing is kind of expensive, you know, like $68 for a foundation. I would say it's expensive, but I feel like the way it feels on my face and the way the longevity it has and the coverage it provides, I think it's worth the money. I believe it's worth the ticket. And I never used to really think about, having a nice foundation and then like when I go out and stuff, and then having my everyday foundation. And I can see why now women do that, because of the coverage, the way you want it to look, the, you know, and most people like to do like have more coverage during the evening time for their evening events. So in my forehead I do like the swirly. That is a lot of foundation right here, but we're gonna make it work. Just got a little crazy, huh? But I feel like this is like my nice foundation. I get my most compliments with this foundation too. Like people are like, what do you have on? And I'm like, the only time people really ask me what I have on is with 3 foundations: Fenty Beauty, the soft matte. And when I wear double wear, baby, people are at, what do you have, like multiple times a day. I'm gonna use my MAC brush just to kind of buff this out on my edges here. When I wear double wear, I think that goes with everybody. When I wear double wear, they're like, what the F? I haven't worn double wear in a long time, and I don't really feel the need to be wearing double wear. Maybe I might pop out with a double wear one day, but especially with the mask now, I'm like, girl, you sound straight crazy. I mean, well, like when I go to work, I do wear a mask. So, like, I'm not gonna put double wear underneath my mask at all. But I would say here, like, it just holds. It's like, I feel like it adheres to my skin. And that's what I really like. And that's why I've been using the primers, with the specific primers. Now, I will switch up the primer just to see how it wears, and like maybe using the Pat McGrath primer. But I don't know. What the concoction I have right now, I like it. It adheres. I feel like it's like on. So, not moving around. And I didn't use all the products, so let me show you guys here. This is my, so this is the foundation here. So that was the second pump. So I would say 1.5 pump, because you see I still have some product left over there. So now the only thing I don't like is, I've tried putting it on with a sponge. It looks good, but I wanted to go ahead with the technique of using my fingers, because that's how suggested. And by far, with all other tools, everything looks good with a sponge, but I like my fingers. I love using my fingers to apply this makeup, this foundation. It's just that, you know, it's like the cleanup afterwards. It's just like, okay, it's whack, but I mean, it's not too bad. And especially I put on a lot more than I'm sure most people would, you know. So now, since we got that foundation on, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Now, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. I've been on and off with this because it does provide a little bit more coverage. And I've been looking for more like skin-like feel. But again, this doesn't, I'm using very, very little. So it's not going to like take away from like the look I'm going for. I'm not doing any correction either. I'm kind of like leaving my skin as is, and I'm just kind of like letting it go. I'm not going right underneath my eye, because I am going to do a small eyeshadow look. I'm just going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to be using a new contouring tool as well, so I'm not going to go like completely in with my concealer, at least not yet, you know, at least not yet. So I'm going to be using that. Let me see what sponge I'm going to go with. Use this sponge, use this baby. And I've just been spending a little bit more time like blending out the concealer for it to look the way I want, because I was having issues with it just creasing. And even though this formula is great, it doesn't crease. Like, you don't have to set this formula at all by any stretch. And what I do like about using the matte velvet is like, once I pat it on, like let's just say I get like a little crease underneath the eye, I literally just like dab it and it blends right in. Because I'm really not trying to be like super perfect at all. I'm trying to just have a very polished look. Like, I just want to look polished. I want to have like a nice finish to the face. That's really all I'm trying to go for. A nice polished finished look. Literally, that's what I'm going for. So using like soft pats like to kind of like apply has been my thing. It's been my thing. And typically I've been like blending this concealer, and that's what I was like, yo, it's like kind of thick, because when I try to blend with my finger, the tack is real. I think there's only one concealer I own that I can apply with my fingers, and that's the Bright Fix by Fenty, because it's like emollient. And I could do the vanish too, but the vanish still has a little bit of a coverage, so you still feel it when you're like blending it out. Like you still feel that little bit of tack, you know what I mean? And one thing I've been also doing is like around my mouth is a little darker, like, and I just been loving this little move I've been doing. I was doing a lip video. I was like, oh, Lucy, is that the move? Because I used to do this before, and I mean, it does like contour my lip a little bit, but I just like the look is polished. Just want to be a little bit more polished, so that's what I've been doing. That. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And I know you guys are like, girl, when are you gonna set yourself? I'm not setting for like a little bit. I haven't been setting the foundation like right afterwards. I just been letting it like go into my skin because I want a specific look. You know, I want it to look like skin fresh, so I want my skin to kind of like mend with it, and then I go back in and I'll use like a heavy duty powder. Like I'm gonna use for today, like my choice of setting powder today is gonna be, or like it's a pressed powder from KVD, which is their I'll tell you guys in a second. I'll tell you guys when I use it. But I'm gonna go right into my eyes right now. I'm using the Shake Primer from KVD. This, if you guys don't have it, it's amazing. It's a liquid, so it's a little funky to use or like apply, but it's super effortless. And as the summer, you know, when it's hot, my lids get a little bit more oily, so things are creasing. Even when it says it doesn't crease, it will on me. I'm sure there's like a million of you guys that can relate. That is, girl, it's gonna crease, stop. I know we're in denial, but it's definitely gonna be creasing in a second. So next step up, I'm gonna be using the new KVD Fanatic palette. I'm really excited. I've been swatching these. I've had this for a little bit, and I've been using, I've been using Tectonic as just a lid shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? No, not that one. Who's the movie? That one. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. But this shade here, which is Ignatius. I hope I said that right. If not, the details are down below. Don't come for me though. Okay. Do not come for me. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. So you guys know I'm basic. I am. And I like to use the same stuff. So what? Last time I checked, stability is good. Boring is good. Anyway, long story short. Okay, I don't close my eye all the way, but this is gonna be my transitional shade. Your crease shade. Don't close your eyes. And I was like, why? And she's like, do you walk around with your eyes closed? And I'm like, no. She's like, so you want to put like the perfect placement? And I'm like, so now I apply crease shades with my eyes open and my client's eyes open. That's just the name of the game. Yes, make sure you're like dotting that color off, or like dotting. What am I talking about? The thing I'm going to be using is my fingers. Yes, trifling. And no, it's not trifling. You guys do that shit too. Anyway, I'm going to be using, ooh, I don't know if I should use this shade or the green shade. Should I use wait, Dune Shift or Biophilia? I'm gonna do biophilia. I'm gonna be using my ring finger. I'm beginning to reel up on this thing. Ooh, yeah. I like how soft they feel. It's not grainy. No grain here. And they're super soft. Yeah, that's cute. I know this is not a summer look, but I really been like practicing like what I'm trying to give this one this fall. I'm thinking about fall already. Is that crazy? I don't care. I don't care. I really been thinking about fall like nobody's business. I'm like, okay, but this is what I'm gonna do for fall. So I like this shade, and I'm kind of like, now I'm anxious. I'm gonna go in and like buff out the edges a little bit. And I would definitely say like my makeup routine have not been rushed. I've been literally taking my time because I'm looking for a specific, I'm trying to achieve a specific look. I have a look in mind. So nothing's like Speedy Gonzalez. Can I do a Speedy Gonzalez? Yeah. I mean, everybody can. Or just wear nothing at all if you in the speed, if you in a rush. But I've been more intentional about what I want to look like and like the placement and stuff. And I'm a big complexion person. Like my complexion needs to be where I need it to be. Happy that I've been able to kind of do this video with a full set of lashes. Ain't God good, Lord? Oh, God is good. Oh, so thankful. I was like, Lucy, please don't. You haven't done a video in how long? Please have a full set of lashes on, please. 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 Golly. You know, because life just be taking its course and you just be time be getting away from you. Next thing you know, you walking around bald-headed with your lashes. It's really not that serious, but... So I'm gonna go in and line my eyes with the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil in Bank Tank. Now this is a matte green. I'll kind of do a little swatch for you guys right here. It's like a matte green. Was that a poor swatch? It probably was. Anyway, let me do it again. Yeah, can Lucy get me turn? Yeah, there we go. So it is right there. I'm just gonna use it on my lower lash line. Oh, I never wore this eyeliner. I like it. I've worn a lot of the other ones, but I feel like it's making my eyes more brown. My eyes been looking very brown. Like I was like, am I sick? No. And I'm kind of going like in the waterline and underneath. Yes, I like that. It's a look. We're gonna stay. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna move forward. Yep. So I'm just gonna go in a little bit with a concealer. And I'm not using the Makeup Forever one. I'm using the Hourglass one from the MAC palette to kind of clean up. Yeah. Love that. Cute, cute, and cute. I really like my eyes right now. I'm gonna go in with the Bite mascara to go underneath my eyes. Now I typically like to do mini mascaras, but I'm just gonna cute. Yep, I like it. Now, so you see that I have not set my foundation because this is getting exactly where I want it. Like my skin, it looks like skin. It's still glowy. It's not turning a different shade at all. So I'm gonna now go in with a little bit of powder. And now you're like, what? Yeah, because I'm actually gonna let it sit while I contour a little bit. I'm gonna use my trusty sponge here, like just exactly like that. And again, this powder's been bomb because again, I thought this was gonna be like too yellow. I don't like that too yellow look underneath my eye. I would set with a more translucent powder, then I'll go very yellow. But I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to give it a shot, honestly. So I'm very happy that I tried it out. Very, very happy. Let me go into my contour, and I'm using the Mario stick. I'm using the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick by Mario, and this is my first Mario product, and I must say I am extremely fucking pleased. I got the color in dark, and she's like, you know, I love me my Fenty matchstick. That is, but I ain't leaving the house without it. I have not left the house without it in a long time, since 2017, to be honest. But I must say this is really nice. I wanted to try something different. I actually watched a live with him doing it, like using it on a client or a model, whatever have you. And I was like, oh, it's not too creamy. Get it over here. Bring it over. And I've used it a few times and I absolutely love it. So here we go. So I'm using a little bit. Turn it up. I've been using it for a while and I was like, it's official. She loves it. Patty, Mario, it's a look, baby. It's a look. We're doing it. We're committing. It's happening. We're doing it. Now, with this, I've been using like smaller sponges. Just to kind of like blend it. Again, I'm still going into like the way it looks. So here we go. So I'm using the butt of the sponge and I'm just blending up. And I was like, this is like a little cute product to have during the summertime. I love the color. It helped me like kind of control myself because I like to use espresso, and espresso can give me like draggy. But I like it. From Fenty, I love it. But this one is like not as light as truffle in my opinion, but then not as dark as espresso. So it kind of gives me like right in the middle, like a happy medium. So I mean, I would say like this is definitely more of like that glammy look, especially because I bumped it up with the eyes. But when I tell you, like, my skin feels incredible. I feel like my skin, like my face looks like finish. It looks like it's like a polished look. Literally looks super polished. We like it. She got her shit together. Like, okay, that's cute, you know, like that's kind of what I want to go for. Like that's the vibe I'm trying to get. But and what I also like about the Mario, I don't ever set this with like, typically my routine is I put on a stick and then I put a bronzer on top to kind of warm it up. No, this is, I don't put anything on top of this. Like I literally leave this the way it is. And I'm quite pleased with that. And I go in with a little bit of a brush to kind of like blend it down. And then I flip the brush over and I kind of go underneath my eyes and I just kind of clean it up. Now this is when I go in with my KVD. It's like through the T-zone and I'm going to work it through. I'm using the blotting powder in Fair. Now you're like, you're tripping. No, I'm not tripping. It's translucent. And I just like the way it looks. Like, and that's the one I have. So anyway. So I literally just like press it in. Because now I'm like, okay, I just want a fresh face. Because I know my body is going to produce oil as the day progresses. So I'm just like, okay, well, I just want to set everything. Everything has a place. And yeah. So you see the contour is soft. No setting. No setting. Like full face. Literally full face. and a great finish. Like, who's mad? Not me. I'm quite pleased. Now I want to kind of put a little bit, I want to put a shimmer or skin like fit. Okay, I'm going to do a mixture on my brow bone. I'm going to keep my brow bone matte. I've been using some of the colors in the palette to kind of contour my nose too. Like, not using the exact color like of my skin obviously, or I just wanted to use something matte but not like read ashy, and it doesn't. It just kind of reads pretty good. Gives me what I want than anything, so I love that. So let's get into lip. So I'm going to be lining my lip with NYX in Espresso. Duh. And then I'm going to be using the new Bite Beauty Power Move in Tamarind. And this is kind of like a nude shade because I did bump up my eyes a little bit. But I love these lipsticks. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have on the Hot Tomato. But I've done so many swatches in so many different colors in the Power Move collection. And I would say, ladies and gents, it's on. The color is popping.
Colors are definitely popping. They're really nice. Full coverage.
Or full body, if you will. And they do not move. They do move. They're kind of like a cross. They're like full body, but they move a little bit. They're not like crazy matte. But I love all the colors. Yeah, the colors are definitely fit. They're like perfect. Trying to see how to, when I smile, how do they look? Is my teeth giving you white? Or are they giving you yellow? They're definitely, where I see right here, they're giving me white. But comment down below and let me know what you see. But these colors are definitely a move. So this has been my look. I love it so much. Tell me what you guys think.